What's up, boys? What's up, Billy? Lyra, thank you for the sub. Lyra, where you been, dude? What? Just because tariffs got a little tough, you can't talk to your American? You gotta disown me now? I'll be right back. Lyra, thank you for paying for this Ghost Sour Pink Lemonade. Please sponsor me. I drink enough of these. I'll take this as payment. We gotta get this whole content thing going. Gotta pay for these ghosts. Billy, how you been? Yeah, everybody keeps saying that this is gonna save the Sinnoh experience. That platinum is Sinnoh, so we'll see. Yeah. A kick streamer? Yeah. What a bigot. Is it? Is that what they're known for? I think I have an angle on like politics and social issues when I stream, is like I'm just gonna pretend I think it's all has to do with video games. Oh, what? Just cause I don't like Todd Howard, I'm a bigot? It's funny, I don't even dislike the guy, but whatever. Anyway, I'm done complaining about that. Did you guys see my upload today? Does anybody have any thoughts? Those videos are meant to be like short and easy, you know what I mean? Not that much editing. They can't get in the way of the big powerful videos. Just replaced the screen on my Wii U gamepad. Let me show you something. These bad boys came in today. I saw that there were some issues sometimes when you emulate these. So I figured, hey, I already have the console. I want to own these in the future anyway. So it's like, I'll just make videos out of them. And the videos will probably pay for the discs. You're sick of this blatant anti-Todd Howard rhetoric? Yeah. Okay. Let's get started. How's everybody doing? Hello there. It's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Rowan. I've read this before. I'm CEO of Anti-Todd Nice Try. I picked up a whole lot, including Wind Waker HD in the system, for about 75 US a few weeks ago. Nice, dude. Good job. No info needed. I'm a pro, dude. The world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Oh, by the way, the Heart Gold Soul Silver video is done. It's being uploaded. It's being uploaded on Saturday because metric-wise, I think that'll. I want to give it its best chance to succeed. So. Let it bloom, yeah. I'm pretty happy with it. I think the only critiques I really had were, I even say in the video, it's like, it's not really a critique, it's just a me thing. I don't love the Safari Zone in that game. I don't like how they did it. And then I further distinguish, like, again, this is not a criticism, it's just like a little me thing I wanted. But I wish they would have put the actual Safari Zone back where it was. Because hear me out. So, like, what if they put the Pal Park where they put the new Safari Zone, and then within the thing they call Pal Park is where they also do this new concept with like moving the tiles around and stuff like that. And everything works the same. It's also called the Pal Park. And then you don't access the transferring features of the Pal Park until post game, like it normally would be in the game, like how it is when you go there in Johto or Kanto. And then in the actual Safari Zone location is the reopened Safari Zone. And then the example I use is how they restore Viridian Forest. Remember, because in Gold, Silver, Crystal, it's like chopped down, basically. It's part of the route, right? Well, they restored it, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. So I was like, hey, you could just restore it, the Safari Zone. And you can play with it a little bit. It's been 3 years, right? Do you guys like just clean Livid? Or should I do live with my like little thing to signify which game it is? The only reason that would matter is if we happen to get a shiny or something. You know, as it goes through the gens, it starts saying where it's from. It starts getting a little confused on where it's from because it's so far in the past. When it starts transferring up, it just says this was caught somewhere or sometime, right? If you name the trainer ID something, that will stay. So we'll know it came from Platinum. Eventually, they're going to start running out of common tree names for professors, and we're going to be stuck with Professor Dogwood and Crabapple. It's going to be uploaded at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Baneri, Livid's favorite Sinnoh line of Pokemon. Did you guys know that there was somebody who got very upset with me for making that joke? I like adding the name of the beginning of the trainer. Okay. I do too. Sometimes I think for videos it looks cleaner, but with Pokemon, I kind of like doing this too. I could do PLT or Plat. I think Plat kind of seems cool. Plat, yeah. Yeah, somebody got very upset when I talked smack about Binary. What's up, Ron? How you doing, man? Ron, I got your message, bro. I don't know if you always meant that you sent it via the message or in chat, but I saw the message. But not till I, like, just before I started streaming, because basically the last time you saw me stream was the last time I streamed. His name is Barry, right? What do you mean the game names? I don't really mind that they're like all capital or whatever in home. I never really cared about that. Pokemon are by our side always. I hope you will understand the meaning of those words. That was a comment left from Professor Rowan, who returned to Sinnoh from Kanto region. Huh. That concludes our special program. Let's ask Professor Rowan. Brought to you by Gwood Live TV on AshenWed.net. Second shift rules. What do you do for work now? Did you just see the TV? Sure you did. The important guy who studies Pokemon, right? That means he must have lots of Pokemon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. What happened to Rivals? Gen 1 and 2 Rivals were legitimately aggressive, and now they look like they say shucks unironically. You know, great point. I should have started saying... Well... No, I think I said it in my Ruby and Sapphire video where, like, you know, this is the start of when Rivals are like your buddies. That changes so much, man. That changes so much about, like, you know, I guess the only thing that, like, is a little bit better is that they're not always the champion now. You know what I mean? Like, May in Ruby and Sapphire is not the champion. Barry doesn't become champion. So it's like, at least I'm happy with that because I want my champion. Hold on. Same thing with Silver and Gold and Silver, to be fair. But, like, having that culmination of your rival became champion before you and you have to face him. Oh, maybe they just don't want to rehash that. But I don't know. Yeah, I kind of miss Rivals being, like, actual rivals. Like, competitive. I remember some clips. I never watched, like, the full episodes myself because I stopped watching around the second season of Pokemon. But, like, who was that rival that was, like, super cool and suave? I think it was a Sinnoh rival. In the show, he was just like calm and collected. He didn't get all angsty. He didn't even mock that much. He didn't mock Ash that much. He was just like laid back. He's like, whatever, I'm just better than you. Like, he was so chill the whole time. You're a mechanical inspector in Lockheed Martin shop. I love the company, love the job. Very chill. Hell yeah, dude. I read that off and I'm like, money. Look how it's snowy everywhere. Is that part of the game? It's like very cold and snowy. Or does that go off like the DS's time? Because my DS is accurate on the time. It should be like summer. Paul, yeah. I could see how it could get old if it kept repeating the formula. I do miss Rivals being Rivals. So yeah, I can too. I understand what you're saying. I mean, they do rehash like a lot of other stuff though. So it's like, maybe it's just more apparent when it would be a rival that it's like in your face. Oh, so every person who's ever gonna be from the same town as you is a jerk. Yeah, I could see how that could, you know. Let's do every 2 games we have a bad boy rival. You get snow outfits now? Yeah, I saw that. Karaoke's chippy for like 5 minutes before you outshine him, yeah. So we already chose Turtwig. It's between Infernape or Chimchar and Piplup. Makes more sense because the Hokkaido prefecture is based on, yeah. That's the angle I took in the opening of the last video. You know, it's really unfortunate, and I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it, but like, I think I'm going to start like making my intros more snappy. Like you'll see it with the Heart Gold Soul Silver video. I'm just going to like jump in. I wish I don't know, sometimes you have to compromise with like what you like and like how it's received. And unfortunately the game you play with YouTube is like you got to get their attention. I know some of you are like, you guys are philosophers like me. You guys can sit down for a while and really soak in some content. But not everybody's like that. So it's like I gotta like, I feel like I just gotta like jump in, get to the point, and then if they don't like if they don't like it from there, I can't really help. It might not be good. That's fine, but write your intros in Lambic pentameter. Shakespeare it up. Okay. Version of the ultimate version for Gen 4. Yeah, random guy. I keep hearing that, so hopefully I enjoy it like everybody says. So I don't have to make a video where I trash it and people get mad at me. Because I'm always honest. I'm the most honest boy. They fixed the way health lowers in Platinum. Still booty amount of HMs. I thought about that when people were suggesting it. I was like, well, the HM thing's not going to change. I highly doubt that. So we'll see if like, what are some other things I didn't like? I didn't really love the roster, right? So let's see how the roster shakes up. Maybe I should put a guide up to kind of see what my options are going forward. Fun fact, these platinum outfits were pre-order exclusives for BDSP. Were they really? What's up, Poochie? By the way, what's up, everybody, if I didn't say hi to you? HMs are such a bizarrely archaic mechanic. I remember Gen 2 having 3 just for water navigation. Yeah, like Gen 2 wasn't it, they had like waterfall and you used it maybe twice? I wish Pokemon had an auto battler like Hearthstone Battleground. That would be so epic. This is wild. Excited to see this progression. I can't stick around to watch because I'm about to go to a concert. What concert are you going to? Thank you, Pushy. I appreciate you anyway, man. Platinum is much more bearable than Diamond and Pearl, so many quality of life improvements. Okay. Have I seen the footage of Scarlet and Violet and Switch 2? No. What's the report? Full 60 FPS unlocked. Hell yeah. That's good. Are people pretty happy about that? Needing Surf, Whirlpool, and Flash and Strength to navigate Whirl Island in Gen 2 was crazy concept for me as an 8-year-old. Yeah, I agree. I'm just looking up what Pokemon are available. It has even more Pokemon on screen with no slowdowns. Cool. That'll be nice. Guys, I've been thinking more and more about a Nuzlocke. But I don't know if how I would want to do it is a way is good. It's like I would want to kind of do it like I'm doing with these games. I'd like want to start from like red and blue. I don't know. It seems fun. And then I don't want to do like any randomizer. Like I literally want to play for my DS, and for as long as the transfer features are open, I would want to I don't know, if I name them after something or people are watching or people sub, I can give them those Pokemon. Or trade them to people. That'd be cool. Or just like keep them as mementos. Nuzlocke retrospective. I don't know enough about them. I think it'd be too much to learn. Like I want to, everything you're seeing on screen right now is how I would want to do it. Like the editing would be in post, just like talking over it, kind of creating the story, but the rest of it would be like raw from the stream. What's a Nuzlocke? God, what's a good way to explain it? It's like playing with self-imposed rules for Pokemon to make it harder. For example, if your Pokemon faints, they're like dead. You gotta get rid of them, and you try to beat the game like that. And you can only catch one Pokemon each route. There's all sorts of different kinds of rules that you can make. It's like your own rules. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Piplup. In Diamond Pearl, you and Barry get the briefcase at the lake because Dawn forgot it there. In Platinum, you run into Rowan while she runs back to get the briefcase. Ah. Why does the timeline change like that? Like, why are events different? Usually it was the first encounter each route, not counting for duplicate Pokemon. Yeah, and then not until you get Pokeballs, right? What about like, because again, I'm not good at them, right? So maybe I can get better at them and make them harder as the games go on. But what about like I can use items, but only the ones I find in the overworld. I can't buy them. So if I find potions and stuff like that, I can use them, but I can't ever buy them. Even a basic Nuzlocke is rough. Losing your starter is crippling. You can add extra rules. Okay. That's the only thing. I feel like if I just start the video out and I say, hey, look, I'm not an expert. I'm just having fun. This is for entertainment. Hopefully that would stop people from being like, oh, the way you did it was easy. So like, if you tell somebody that like you're new to the whole thing, it should be common sense that like, okay, like if he's new to it, he could probably go easier on the rules. Dude, oh my God. 2 withdrawals from Turtwig. I'm barely doing anything already. I don't know how, but no, but you can see through that. The interaction Rowan keeps turning back, looking, waiting for Dawn to catch up. People will still complain. That's the most realistic answer I could have ever received. It doesn't matter how much you preface something in a script, how you address something in a video. It does not matter. It does not matter. So Belly, you're right. Oh my god. I think I'm doing literally one. Do I have... Wow, I'm gonna lose. Oh, he missed? Oh my god. Woo! You could do as many Nuzlocke rules as you want, and someone will still whinge that you didn't do it in Portuguese for extra difficulty. Not to purposely shill for another creator, but a YouTuber, Chaotic Meatball, has done the whole series Nuzlocke, but if a Pokemon was used in any previous game, you couldn't use it again. I don't mind if you bring up another YouTuber. I just... What I really don't appreciate, you guys will never kind of probably know what I'm talking about, but like I don't like when people, and this is a recent thing, you know, when you're starting out and you're building a community and people are talking to you, you want to be helpful, you want to have fun with people, you think good intentions. I'm like a little child, and then you realize like people want to use your community to uplift themselves, or they want to self promote on a community you're building. And it's like, hey man, I never thought, hey, let me go to somebody else's community and try to siphon people. You know what I mean? It's like, I never thought that. So you and I just think differently. I don't appreciate when people are like, they jump into my Discord to like self-promote themselves, or like they hit me up in DMs being like, trying to give me homework to do for their channels for free. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I do this full time. Like, I don't have time. Look. I'd much quicker do something for a friend that I care about for free than some random person online, even if they offered me money. Like, I've turned down money on it. What's up, Pocket Guy? How you doing? Is that Chimpokemon Ping? What's up, Emma Bay? Oh, great. Is this my first bot? Emma Bay, say Pokemon is cool if you are not a bot. Oh, here we go. 0 followers? You want to make easy followers? I can help you right now. You were retro, you changed your name. Okay, well, welcome. I like your new name. All right, now that we have our first Chimpokemon, our journey begins. I'm trying to figure out how I would want to do names for Nuzlocke. You know who I really liked back in the day was Pro Jared, how he did it. He would just do it off like random sounds he'd make, and it made names. I thought it was pretty funny. I've also met Jared. I met him at a game store a few years ago. Pretty nice guy. Wait, what do you want, Barry? Wasn't that wickedly fun or what? I mean, I'd pick the moves and Pokemon would use them. Kind of funny. It shows 0 followers. You seem too pro for that. I am a pro. So how they do Coliseum XT? Let me give you so many followers. Also bot. Desperately spamming random streams to get followers. Yeah. My thing is, I feel like bots... Oh my Jesus. If you're a real person trying to scam, it's like, get a better line of questioning, because you could just like search up my name on Twitch. Wes, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, I put up the... what do you guys think? Allow me to pass. Step aside. Oh, I got you, Billy. I don't love it. Probably going to change my name later on when it lets me. I posted my first few videos and I thought I liked this name for a channel, but I still undecided. It'll feel right. When you do it, it'll feel right. I remember I really liked Livid like 6 years ago. It was already a nickname in the military because it's a play on my last name, and my last name's hard to say. So people would just call me Liv, L-I-V, but they'd add things to it. Like if I was ever upset, they'd go, oh, he's livid, or they'd, because I was kind of nerdy, there was a girl in the military who used to call me Liviosa, like from Harry Potter. And then I like the nickname, and I like it better that like I didn't make it. But I remember being like, oh, well, nobody will get it. And then a neighbor, one of my neighbors, she was like, you should just go with that. That sounds cool. And then I had to do 3 V's because, you know, 1 V was already taken. 2 V's looked weird. 3 V's was just right. What's up, Cephello? The 3rd version addressed the HP bar speed issue, right? From everything I heard, yes. It's bad enough Pokemon is so slow paced, but the UI issues with the HP bars does not help, yeah. Apparently they are fixed. It's hard to tell right now because we have such low HP. I don't know, Wes, do you have any suggestions for a team? So far on the guide I'm using, it looks like, I mean, the first route, same Pokemon. The second round looks like the same Pokemon. Your channel name is nice and easy. I like it a lot. Thank you. Gibble is obtainable after a second badge in this game. What? Oh, we got to do that. Static Eevee before the 3rd badge. All Pokemon that receive Gen 4 Eevos are obtainable in this game. Oh, dude. Okay, okay. Anyone getting a Switch 2 tonight, tomorrow? Hold on. That's when it comes out? Oh, I probably screwed myself. I'm trying to drop these games that came out 15 years ago on Saturday, and they're like, no one's gonna watch that. I got my username from a restaurant in the town I grew up, Empty Bellies, and my initial are MT, so when they did close, I used that and made Empty Belly nice. I'm used to playing ×3 speed, emulated Pokemon. Standard speed is like everything is stuck in syrup. Sorry. The cool thing is I've never done that, so everything's normal to me. I refuse to get it till Pokemon's EA. That would be the only time I'd think I'd get it, but even then it's like, I don't know. I'm not happy. Made a whole video about how I'm not happy with everything. So, you know, I just bought, you know, Wind Waker HD and stuff for the Wii U, Twilight Princess HD. I have plenty of stuff to play. I honestly, I'm not even thinking about the Switch 2. Earlier, somebody mentioned Chimpokemon. Was there a Chimpokemon named Penguin? I'm waiting for Pokemon Switch 2 Special Edition. That's another thing. I always buy... I'm not doing it anymore, but I always would buy a console I'm excited about, which I'm not even that excited about the Switch 2. I'd buy the first version knowing that like a Special Edition would come out later, and I end up buying the Special Edition. So I'm making the... conservative decision to not purchase anything until a couple years down the road. Probably they're gonna make a special edition. It's probably gonna be OLED or something. I just bought an orange N64. I posted a short about it. Nice. All trade Evo items available too with their complete diamond. You can get them no hassle with trade back. Okay, sick. We're naming them Penguin. Penguin was the one Kenny got, and Cartman fought him for it because Penguin was his favorite. Okay, sweet. I fucking love that name, dude. I hope people notice it in the video. What's Pengo? Love that you were named. Lambtron or Shoe? Okay, we'll do both. Try to, anybody who's like sitting around, try to find all the Pokemon names, because there's probably only a handful, right? We'll use them all. Oh, in the game. Oh, by the way, I'd like to play those games someday. Probably won't happen for a long time, but I'd like to play the like Fractured But Whole and Stick of Truth and stuff. It's 30 Pokemon. If you can stream DS games, that means you can also play Dragon Quest Monster Joker 1 for 2 and 2 for the DS. Those games are... What does that mean? What does Kino mean? Yes, Cephalo, you are correct. I think I own... Let me see. I own them. These are my Switch games. Shit. Where are my other DS games? Yeah, I'd like to play those games too. So I have Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. I don't know if I have the second one. Yeah, I don't have the second one. I have a lot of Dragon Quests. Oh no, I do have the second one. I do. There's the first one up there, the black. There's the second one. Nice. I don't know why. Usually my brain always orders these very close to each other. I don't know what happened there. I gotta redo these. What's up, S-Fair? How you doing? What's up? The Dane. I will judge heavily based on the starter you picked. Do you want to take a guess? How about this? I'm gonna reverse judge you. I'm gonna reverse Uno you. If you guess the starter wrong, I'm timing you out. Kino is 4chan slang for very, very good. Yeah, I wanted to know. Very cool. Posted all of the Chimpokemons in Discord. Pick what name fits them on, okay? Would you consider doing a Donkey Kong 64 retrospective? This isn't a ton of media on that title, even though it's sold pretty well. I saw one of the most incredible retrospective videos I've ever seen in my life, like 2 months ago, so I'm super intimidated to ever do it, even though, yes, I'd like to very much. Sweet, you have both amazing 3D Monster Collection JRPGs, yeah. I have a lot of Dragon Quest games. I'd like to get into that series and Final Fantasy, but I don't know if my channel... It's all about, like, I think the bigger I expand with Pokemon, and then I kind of throw in some Zeldas in there, maybe some Yu-Gi-Ohs, that eventually I could just start playing what I want, but we'll see. Because I'd love to play those games, I really would. Yo, it's going good. I just wrapped my Genlock the other day. What's a Genlock? we've been talking about Nuzlocke today because I might expand my channel at some point. Maybe not soon. I don't know. But one day I want to do a Nuzlocke. So we've been talking about that a little bit today. But yeah, Miss Echo, I would like to do a retrospective on Donkey Kong 64. Timid, is that good or bad? With oh, I spoiled the penguin thing for Dane Was Taken. Dang it. You know how Pokemon is heavily criticized for messing up Wailord's size? Screw you, Dane, you cheated. Legends AZ is 5 GB on Switch 1 and 10 GB on Switch 2. What's a tip you would give someone just starting out of YouTube? You have to make sure you're doing the right thing that is fun for you. Don't force yourself to make content, because then you're going to burn out super quick. The only good pick? Okay, cool. So I passed the new viewer test, yes. Let's speed up the text speed. Gosh darn. Timid boost speed, drops attack. Not the worst as Empoleon is a special attacker. Sick. Sick, dude. So Pokemon I caught in blue can't be used for Crystal and so on. Ah, yeah, somebody mentioned a YouTuber doing that. There's a lot of, I don't know if Diamond and Pearl was like this. There's a lot of interruptions. Should Pokemon are as follows. Roidrat, Beetlebot, Gunrilla, Fetsuwami, Pterodactyl, Shu, Penguin, Choo-Choo, Nezumi, Fat Dactyl, Philosopher Rapstar, Stigmata, Broccoli, Donkeytron, Snotcat, Mouse Tick, Farron's Sarf. Okay. Those are cool. Yeah, Miss, don't worry, don't worry. I know this is nothing compared to Gen 7. Oh god, it's gonna, I mean, for you guys it'll probably make for great content, but like when we get the Gen 7, I don't want to talk about it. Never mind. We'll talk about it when we get there. I just shared in the stream Discord a new 2DS XL stand my son just finished for 3D printing me. Hell yeah. Diamond Pearl started out like this, minus the Cyrus encounter at the lake. What's up, Surfboard? Did I watch the State of Play? No, what is that? Guys, I am so closed off from everything. Of any technology or announcements. I lived 20 years ago, okay? That's where I'm 20 to 15 years ago is where I live. I'll catch up eventually. 15 years from now, I'll be talking about the State of Play from 2025. It's a showcase of a new PlayStation games before summer games. Oh, what do they reveal? And are these exclusives? The generation of kids that grew up with Pokemon whose parents never understood it are the generation growing into unable to relate with Fortnite. Fair. Cyrus is basically scouting the Lake Guardians at it, foreshadowing. Ah. Alexander, are those in the Discord as well? Somebody else said they posted in the Discord, so I'll have them for later. Trubbish is the last gym Pokemon. I cannot wait to use a Trubbish when I play Gen 5, dude. I'm gonna show all you guys how good it is. Silent Hill F, Pragmata, new Ninja Gaiden, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, and a new Marvel fighting game. Are people pretty excited about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake? What does Silent Hill F look like? A Final Fantasy Tactics remaster? Here's the thing. I'm super excited. Never played it. Well, why would you be so excited? Because I've always wanted to play it. But now that might be an excuse to play it. Although my track record with doing videos on remasters is not that great, because my Oblivion video, like, utterly failed. But I still like that video, but yeah. Okay, Dawn, can I play the game, please? No, you don't have to show me it. I will, Charlie. New Resident Evil, wow. I just moved to a new home, and once I get settled in, I can hopefully work on video essays again too. My current script on my video essay is 16 pages long. How many words is it, do you know? Hot take, Trubbish is a Grimer in a garbage bag. Yeah, which makes it cool. Oh, Wes, that's cool. I like stuff like that. Like the Halo remasters did that. Speaking of Halo, add it to the list of series I'd like to get into for the channel. What's up, Brady Spencer? Do you have any experience playing any Diablo games? Doug the Upload. Thank you. I played a lot of Diablo 2 back in the day. Appreciate you watching that video. What about you? Starly is the best regional bird. Dude, what about what's the fire one from Kalos? That one's sick. Fletchender? I remember the cutscene for Brave Bird. Oh, in that game, it's so over the top. I'm kind of excited to play those games just because of that. The current essay I finished drafting and editing is 10,000 words long. It's going to be covering up Pokemon type, like my dragon video. Overlooked Talonflame because I picked Charizard as my Kanto starter. Yeah. So Kalos is weird because they give you, you get a Kanto starter. So it's like, well, if you don't want to use it, fine. But if you do want to use it, kind of like, I know why they gave you. I lost. I know why they gave the option though. They gave you the option because they had like mega evolutions and stuff like that. They wanted you to be able to have another mega. Because Gen 1ers, yeah. Dude, I'm a Gen 1er in the non-derogatory sense. Like, that's just where it's, what do you say when you're from that generation, but you're not like elitist about it? Is there a good word for it? Anyway, and even I don't like the constant, like, remember Gen 1? I have a script done for a video, by the way, about the, you know, the inevitable shutdown that's happening. I kind of want to run it with you guys. You know, basically, it's just going to talk about the inevitable shutdown of Pokebank and how that'll, you know, sever 7 generations from our current gens, and just talking about what we English is hard. What we would lose when that happens, you know. And in it, I offer some speculation, but also some like maybe, like if I were them, if I have some kind of plan in the future to offer any of those games on Switch Online or Switch 2. Because I highly doubt they'd make like physical versions of those games. But if they ever offer it like that, they should do the same day they announce shutting down Pokebank, to like soften the blow. They should announce, hey, by the way, we're going to start gradually re-releasing the old games on Switch 2, like, or Switch Online or whatever. I think that would be like a great way to do it. A free Mega Lucario, yeah. Unbalanced gift monsters are among the issues addressed in the script. Actually, nice. What's up, Stendhal? I've been doing great. How about you? Got a little baby video done today, and then I'll do another one. What's today? Wednesday? What's today? I don't even know what today is. That's what my life's become. It's Wednesday, so I'll try to upload like little baby videos all the way till the weekend, and then Saturday I have my Heart Gold Soul Silver video coming out. My issue with Gen 1 glazing is my recent revelation that these original monsters may as well be Ultraman and Dragon Quest fan characters. What do you mean? Been great. It's been a bit chilly here in the South Cone of the continent, but nothing too worrisome. What the fuck is the South Cone of the continent? Go the way of Final Fantasy, do the Pixel remaster and do that on one cartridge for all the games on one cart. What do you mean? Oh, no. I hear you. No, I agree. I think that'd be a great way to do it. What about we mix it, Billy? What about like how somebody was mentioning how they're gonna do the Final Fantasy Tactics remake? Why don't you have an option to change it back to the old way too? So you could have the Pixel remaster look, and then you're like, no, I don't want that. You can click a button and instantly changes to the regular. Oh, Chile, Argentina. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, you're like, you know how in England they can see France? you can see Antarctica. But yeah, I've been good, Stendhal. Yeah, so Stendhal, so it's like, you're like in the middle or coming up on like the harshest winter, aren't you? Southern Hemisphere stuff. I always forget that that's a thing, man. I'm not even like an American elitist. I'm like Northern Hemisphere elitist. Like Europe, Japan, Korea, America. Everything below it? Is it even real? It's like Narnia to me. You're in the middle of it right now. That's crazy. Pokemon devs have gone on record how a lot of their ideas for mechanics and monster designs and even the Pokeballs itself are references to Ultraman or Dragon Quest. Yeah, well, see, I don't mind inspirations like that. When I do mind it is when things like, what do you call it? What's that competitor? Pal World? I remember the drama for that, and it's like, people were like going on Nintendo's side, or Game Freak's side rather, and being like, can you believe that they're copying Pokemon? I'm like, copying Pokemon copied stuff. Even so, Scrap Pokemon are just Ultraman references. The monster that eventually became Jinx was Just a reference to a Yeti monster from Ultraman. Yeah, I believe it. Why is this guy stalking us? Mysterious man, how do you know? How did you unmask me as a member of the International Police? Huh? What, I beg your pardon? I was just making conversation. Shady man. Heh! You claim you were only making conversation, do you? But I know better not to believe that. No, no, no! You recognize right away that I was someone extraordinary. That is why you spoke to me, is it not? Your power of observation is fearsome! Quite admirable, you are. Now that my cover has been blown, let me introduce myself. I'm a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name... Ah, no, I shall inform you only of my code name. My code name, it is Looker. It is what they call me. Incidentally, is the saying, don't be a thief, familiar to you? Sure. Is that a saying or just a statement? Unfortunately, there are apparently those who do not heed these words. In Sinnoh, in fact, these are criminals stealing the Pokemon of others. I have therefore been on the lookout for characteristics arousing my suspicions. Incidentally, you are trainers, yes? Perhaps you can make use of this! You deleted Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter yesterday. Why did you do that? I think it's a wise decision. I had I'm an old head. I had Facebook on my phone for the longest time, and I deleted it because it was just pissing me off. Like, Facebook is like, I don't know, maybe it's me. It was like overwhelming politics and social issues, and it was like Facebook to me, like, I don't know, it used to be like the friends and family kind of thing. And now it kind of just feels like all of the meta platform things are like basically there for shorts and reels. And depending on which one you're on is like what you're being like spewed. And Facebook for me just turned into like a bunch of nonsense from all different spectrums. And I was just like, this is so annoying. So I deleted that and I felt great. Like, I don't even think about it. It's like, as long as it's not on my phone's homepage, suddenly it's just like, I don't need it in my life. It's crazy. Poolside barbecue Christmas is different. Yeah, this is Looker's first appearance in Pokemon games. That's cool. Yeah, Surfboard, I agree with your decision. I think that's a wise choice. I mean, I think people should have the freedom if they want to have it, sure. But like, I agree with you. Like, I feel like when I stopped using it, like I just realized I don't need that stuff. Even YouTube, like, I'm not going to be naive. I'm not going to like pretend like I'm going to be like, when I make content, I don't want to talk about all that stuff. But like, yes, in my personal life, I have opinions and political stances and stuff like that. But whoever said I wanted to see it constantly, all the time, everywhere, I don't. I really don't care. I'd rather bitch about Pokemon. So like on YouTube, I have like a personal account where I just it's not my actual channel or anything. It's just where I watch content and have YouTube Premium. Anything political, whether I agree with it or not, I keep hitting I'm not interested. And they keep trying me, man. They keep trying me. So every now and then they'll throw me like a CNN video. I'm like, no thank you. They'll throw me a Fox. No thank you. But they try, man. I feel like every month they go, okay, let's see if we get them this month. You're not gonna get me. I love YouTube Premium. I'll give Google and YouTube that. I do love my premium because the Livid Live channel. By the way, I changed the second channel name to Livid Live. Doesn't that roll off the tongue? That channel and then my main channel Livid. Sometimes I'll accidentally go on the homepage of those where I don't have YouTube Premium and I see all the ads and I click on a video and there's like commercials being played and ads being played, I'm like, oh, this is why I love YouTube Premium. I don't have to worry about any of that. Twitter's a real cesspool. I want to know. I've never... I think I technically have a Twitter. The only recent time I used it was for the Majora's Mask video. I wanted to ask the creator of a remix if I could use his song, and he said yes. But that's the only reason why I used it. I never go on there. I think I have like 0 followers. Never had social media. Never really saw the point. I have Twitter, but it's more to keep up to date with stuff I want to see was good till Elon showed up. Yeah, here we go. We're not... No either direction politics. All I do for social media is make YouTube commentary posts so I can engage with my audience and share my in-progress monster designs between video editing. Yeah, I make YouTube posts every now and then. Like, I'll probably make one here in the next few days. Talking about Platinum. Because I like to hear from you guys. I like to hear like what you do and don't like about certain games. Because it helps me. It helps me think. Sometimes I don't, you know, especially if I didn't grow up with certain games. I didn't grow up playing Platinum, for example. So like there's probably things I'm not thinking about. So I think it's fun. It's an interactive way to keep people involved too. Twitter's the only place you can say I like pancakes and someone in the comments will say so you hate waffles. I think there's probably higher degrees of that stuff being on whatever platform or on certain platforms, but I think in general that stuff can happen anywhere. I remember I was on Twitch one time as a viewer, and I went to like this he had like, you know, 100 viewers or something. I think he was playing like, I think he said he was playing like Ocarina of Time for the first time ever. And on his Twitch bio, he said he was like, at the time he was only like 20 years old or something. Which, like, I think he wouldn't have even been born when Ocarina of Time came out. So I said in the chat, I go, oh, it's so cool that you didn't grow up with the game, but you're trying it for the first time. That's neat. And then him and all of his buddies, like him on stream was like, fuck you, get out of my chat then. And I'm like, me? He's like, yeah, you. I'm like, what did I do? They're like, oh, just because I'm young, I can't play old games? I'm like, I like quoted myself. I was like, no, I said it. I think it's cool. And they're like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, okay. What's up, Marie? Is it okay? Is it number 1 or 2? Is 1 Marie or is it 2 Mary? Some people don't have reading comprehension, right? Well, what I think did it was like the person reading the streamer was listening to people react. I think it was one person in the chat who like read it wrong, and then they just went crazy. Like it was like I kicked the hornet's nest, and I was like, well, but I said something nice. I thought it was cool. Never mind, Marie. I don't know how to read. Okay. I swear people just go online to argue. Yes, very true. It's like I've gotten a lot better at this, but it was kind of a revelation realizing that like that is true. There's people, just all sorts of people are allowed to get online, and I think that's fine. It's a fair exchange. But for me, it was like everything has to have a logical reason. No, it doesn't. That's the thing. No, it doesn't. But I'm getting much better at being like, all right, whatever. Livid, I don't like your opinion on Todd Howard. All right. Livid, how could you like Gen 2? It sucks. All right. Tell Todd to make better games. Because it's a fun game, yeah. You're going to the national championships for what? True Chads post their opinion and then turn off the reply notifications. Hell yeah. That's a good one. What about I don't know what show it's from, but do you guys ever remember there was like a show they posted this clip? It was like a vampire show, right? And there's one of them that's like he's a social vampire, and he like just causes chaos, and he has no actual opinions of his own. He's just like whatever is gonna like set people off. My girlfriend's gotten me into Instagram for the first time in my life. I completely missed Instagram growing up. Like, I remember it was already big enough for me going from MySpace to Facebook in high school. And then my mind was just like, okay, so I guess for the rest of the life, I'll use Facebook. Sweet. I'll never have to switch again. And then it was like, boom, Instagram, boom, WhatsApp, boom, Discord, boom, Reddit. And it was like, there's too many. So I like technically made an Instagram, but never used it. And then my girlfriend has been like, you should start using your Instagram more so we can send each other reels. And I was like, dang, okay. What We Do in the Shadows, I love that show, yeah. When I say Yokai Watch is better design, Monster Collection, Jerry Kids, everyone acts like I spit on their family's graves. Yeah, well, what you're contending with there is okay, so I can't say I don't know where this comes from because I do. Fanboys, right? Like, that's what we called it back in my day. I don't know what you'd call it now, like standing or something. Fanboys back in my day were like, the franchise I love is perfect. It's never been wrong. It can never be wrong. And there's no room for criticism. And if you criticize the thing I love, you are stupid and you shouldn't have freedom of speech. Like, that's how they think. And I used to be like that for Star Wars when I was growing up. That's the thing. That was when I was like a kid. Like, I was like 13 years old and I was like, Star Wars is perfect. It's never been wrong about anything. Did Be Real catch up over there? No, but is it a thing down there? I remember Be Real was supposed to be like the Facebook and Instagram killer. But then I think reality got in the way because it was like nobody's real. It was for a little while, yeah. TikTok killed it. Marie, are you also Vass or are you somebody else? Dude, I am watching a continuous battle between Naruto fans, Bleach fans, and One Piece fans on Twitter, and I'm just sitting here like, can't you just enjoy what you want? No. What's up, Darkborn? I am just beginning. All we have is a Piplup named Penguin. We are naming all of my Pokemon after Chimpokemon. What am I going to catch next? I have no idea. I caught a Shinx just in case, because I kind of like Shinx, but we'll see. It just makes it easier. Okay. I got you. Wait. Shoe next. Well, we're going to try to make it apply. Like, I definitely want to use Shoe. But we need to make it apply to whatever we catch. Shoe can go with anything, though. Chimpokemon. So questions, do you have a team in mind or are you just vibing? Just vibing. Yeah, I don't have it planned out. Gibble for Shoe? Okay, we'll do that. That sounds good. Wes, I need your help catching it though. Cause you said it was what, after like the second gym or something? We're definitely, that sounds cool. I just want to do that. I miss it when the only fandom drama I had to watch was between DeviantArt anime fangirls who turned everything into wolves because they couldn't draw people. It's so funny. Does anybody watch Papa Meat? I didn't know DeviantArt was a thing. I never knew that was like a thing, but it's been around forever, I guess. And his wife used to have a DeviantArt account, and it's that kind of vibe. It was like, it's funny. She's like very, very realistic about herself. Very, yeah. And she was just talking about like, that's what she said, is she used to draw wolves because she doesn't know how to draw. But I didn't know that was like a whole, DeviantArt was like a whole like place for people. You love Papa Meat? Yeah, I like him too. I didn't know I was answering a question, but apparently I answered it right. It's past the bicycle bridge. Okay, thank you. We'll definitely do that. Hey, I'm just like rattling off these questions, getting them right. I'm so busy talking to you guys, I'm not even realizing I'm being asked. There's a hidden cave underneath the cycling road in Diamond Pearl. It was blocked by strength rocks when you got in it, but it's removed in Platinum. Sick. Okay, what is this actual question? What are you going to ask me? Does a Pokemon grow by defeating others and gaining? Yes. Okay, so it was all yes answers. I do need cut. That'll be fine though, right? Because it's after the second. Or do you get cut after the first one? I don't know. Oh, so the thing I've been doing to work out lately is I've been going and playing soccer at the local public park. But at the other end of this public park is a baseball field, and because it's been getting warmer out, they've been playing baseball, like actual, you know, little league baseball with kids, but like official. They have uniforms, they have umpires and everything. But like anytime that happens, there's always the straggler kids that the moms bring, like they're, you know, they got other kids, and then they hijacked the one goal in the field and they don't use it. They just like hang off of it and play inside of it. So I haven't been able to go play soccer, and that's been pissing me off. And then I don't want to be weird older guy that's like, hey kids, I want to use this thing. So then I just like look at them and drive off. I'm like, meh. You're an umpire for Little League Baseball? Nice, dude. Can't you make actual like good money being an umpire or referee for sports? I've always heard like you actually make a surprising amount of money. You have to put up with a lot though. I'm not the type of guy who could take, especially if I feel like I got a call right and somebody's yelling at me anyway. I could just see myself being like getting into a huge spat. Like, I'll just be real. I don't think I have the temperament for it. I think I would always be fair to the players. Like, I would never just make a call just because I was mad at the team or mad at a player. When I say I don't think, I know I would never do that. I just know that's not my personality. But if I was being yelled at on the sidelines by somebody, I could not keep my cool. Made $100 a week. I mean, that's a lot, yeah. Whoa! It has 2 buttons. Oh. Two button. Bitch. Both the power of a back button, yeah. They should really have a like They should have a Poketch type thing in modern games. Like having an on-screen counter somewhere, like if you're shiny hunting or catching eggs or something, would be so nice. Who's in the NBA Finals? I've kind of fallen off since we talked about it. BDSP does. Pacers versus OKC. So I do a thing called want versus think. Who do I want to win and who do I think will win? I think OKC will win and I want the Pacers to win. OKC is a better team, but I really want Pacers. See, yeah, that's basically how I break it down. My dad was a cricket coach as a kid. Sometimes he'd umpire the matches. If he was hungover, he'd give any 50-50 calls out so the game would end quicker. Wow. Scumbag. Oh yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Anyone else try Pocket TCG? I've been playing since launch and I almost have 4K cards. It's crazy. Don't really play it, just open packs. Got the Ultra Necrozma EX first trailer today. So that's what I'd heard. Like, you don't really play it, right? This is the second time it's happened where, like, I just barely am about to lose, but they miss their tackle. Like, Barry's Turtwig is cursed. Don't really play it, just open pack. All right, I read that. Just battle on it. Just collect the cards. Well, isn't the battling different how it's done on that? Because, like, I'd be interested in playing it if it was just normal. It's more PvP focused. If it had somewhat of a story, it would be more enjoyable. Would have been a great way to bring back TCG characters of the GBC games, yeah. Gosh, I didn't know the Switch was coming out this weekend. Or today, rather. Or tonight, I don't know. I didn't know it was coming out so soon, because, like, now I feel like my video is going to do awful. Because everybody's going to be, like, focused on Switch content. The battle system is actually pretty good. I have a lot of cool decks made, and the meta gets changed up with new packs coming out. Fanboys, more professionally, I like to call them brand loyalists. Yeah, so it's whatever you want to call them. I call them fanboys because I don't know if it's my age, but that's what we used to call them. Yeah, it's a very real thing. Well, it's annoying because you could spend 90% of a video praising a thing, but if you say anything negative, it's like you basically just like were unfairly awful to the game they like. The concept is the same. No prize cards. You get points. 3 points winning the game. No energy cards. You get an energy source that you can use once per turn. That's kind of like a fix people have been speculating for Magic the Gathering. It's like, instead of having lands, you could just like you have an unlimited amount of lands. You get to play one per turn, but they wouldn't be like in your deck. There's a new James Bond game, looks very Uncharted inspired. Nice. How the fuck did you do that? What happened there? Oh, Bide. I gotta say, there's not much standing out to me as far as Pokemon yet. Like, definitely want to get the Gible. But a lot of this roster seems the same. At least early. I don't know, maybe I can get like a... Maybe I do get a Starly or something. What ability does the Shinx have? Let's go check. I want the Switch 2, but I'm waiting. Nintendo sends me an invite link. Not interested in dealing with third-party sellers or scammers. Yeah. I'm fine not getting one for a while. I have plenty of old games to play. If I'm gonna keep switching how I say her name, Mary. If you got to Switch 2 today, what would you be playing on it? I'm gonna catch the Starly. Scarlet with better performance, yeah. Now that I think of it, though, is like whenever I get to contemporary, not really now, but like whenever I get to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it's for like, if I do those videos, I'm probably gonna want to have a Switch 2 for that, just so it looks much better. So, but by the way, how are they doing that? If I put Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild in a Switch 2, does it work? And do I have to pay for an upgrade? Yes, Stindle, I did a whole video on that where I basically complained about that. So I don't feel too good. That's why I'm not getting one. If they had a killer release, or if they had like a killer reveal, I probably would have went for it. You have to pay for the Zelda games. Hold on, I have to pay for new Zelda games, or I have to pay for the upgrade? God. Very complicated. Might as well look at the chart. Add a chart. It's crazy. The Switch 2 pricing is valid coming from an engineering perspective. I don't complain too much about the console price. I can understand why that would be expensive. My complaint is more the pricing of the software and the pricing of like you paying for a tutorial, and the move towards non-physical. Even like your physical games are like half downloaded now. It's, I mean, sorry, but you have to be uninformed or a fool to believe that you're like, you own these games anymore, right? When you factor in changes and extra components, software has no excuse. New consoles are always expensive. Remember the original PS3 at around $700. Well, that got appropriate backlash because back then that was crazy and they had to drop the price. However, yes, they were losing money on the console having made it. Like Marie said, I'm fine with the console price of the Switch 2. Like that was, I think I said it in my video. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. What didn't was the software. It's like you're largely repurposing assets for like, right? Like does Mario Kart look incredibly different from the one on Switch? I don't mean like when I say looks different, I mean, did they build it from ground up with none of the same assets, right? That's what I mean. I don't mean does it look better at 60 FPS or whatever it is. Of course it's going to look better. But I mean, like, are you justifying a $100 price tag because you had to, like, build it from nothing? And even then, it's like, is that the right price point? Here in Chile, the first one came out for more than 1K. That is crazy. I can afford it. I was a Vita owner at launch. My entire gripe comes with the digital software cost. Yeah, we agree. And that's the thing. I could technically afford a Switch 2 as well, but like I mean, if I'm not happy with everything that comes after it, then I'm not going to buy it. And I'm still holding out because, like, okay, if it's so it comes out. Y'all said it comes out tonight, right? So Thursday, tomorrow or tonight. We still have to see. We still have to see how sales are going to go. A $10 upgrade price if you already own the game. $10 doesn't seem too much. It's just the moral issue of repaying. That's what I'm saying. And by the way, hey everybody. Those games had dropped frames on the Switch. Why am I paying for the correction? Like, shouldn't you just, like, let me play the game as it was intended? Because it was embarrassing how Tears of the Kingdom would play better on a Steam Deck than it would on a Switch, right? That was embarrassing. So why am I paying for that? I think a lot of it does come down to moral. Like, you could sit here, we could, like, crunch out the numbers, like, well, it might have cost money to put it on the Switch too, or, like, I don't know. Like, what does that have to concern? This is the only space, it's like gaming. Gaming's the only space where, like, not only... like when you try to justify the customer like incurring all these costs randomly, but then you'll get fans defending them like it's a religion. I'm just not in a rush for a Switch 2 just as long as I have one by October. I'm in the process of repairing my 9th DS, so I have plenty to occupy myself. That's how I feel. Like, I have plenty of content and old games to play. I'm in no rush. Let me go look at the Shinx, by the way. Do I want to play ZA? Yeah, but like I've been playing these games in sequential order, so like, it'd be a while before I got to Gen 8 or 9 or whenever Legends Arceus. You know what I mean? And I would want to play that first before I play ZA. Although I've never done brand new game, do an experience video on it, you know? Bashful? I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, the ability. The ability is rivalry. Raises attack if the foe is the same gender. I mean, that's pretty good, right? I would say wait till the price drop, but then I remember it's Nintendo. In Breath of the Wild, it's still at full price. Yeah. Oh, so it's a neutral nature. What gender is this? It's a male. I'm not even that hot for ZA. I'm mostly excited for XT Coliseum ports. Hey, hopefully I get a bump from... I hope those videos get a bump. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm already thinking crudely about this. Marie, does it have any transfer capabilities? It should. It should have home support? Are you speculating? Not the best ability. Attack boost when fighting male mons, but drops when fighting... Oh, it drops if it's the other one? Marie, why are you repairing so many 3DSs, by the way? They've only flashed the tiles, nothing's been said, okay. I agree with you, though, they should. If they do, I think that's... By the way, if they do, that's a very good sign for if they ever do virtual consoles again for the other games, because they've already done transfer features for those back on the 3DS almost 10 years ago. You'd have to think that if they do it for Coliseum and XD, that they would do it for the other games that they reintroduce. And I love that idea. I will buy a Switch 2 for that. I'm serious. I'll buy a Switch 2 over that. I love the 3DS, and every handheld I can save from the dump is a victory for me. So, do you go and buy old ones? Intimidate is the other ability. It drops other mons attack at the start of battle regardless. Right, obviously superior. You buy broken ones, got it. Is it usually a simple fix? Either a cat broke into my room or there's a ghost in this room because something just swatted at my shorts. A new Xbox handheld? What are you talking about? What is that? You making stuff up? Microsoft's Xbox PC branding could foreshadow marketing plans for new Windows-based... Ah, so they're copying the Steam Deck. They're making a Xbox handheld. I'm a Steam Deck kind of guy. I'm shilling out for Steam Deck. The Steam Deck kind of copied the Switch. I mean, except better in every way. And the massive library and the pro emulator scene and the pro homebrew scene, you know. If you're saying it did the handheld thing, it's like, all right, I'll give you that. Steam Deck is much more than the Switch. Yeah, Stendhal, I think you're underplaying it a bit. I mean, you can even dock your Steam Deck, but that's like a Switch. Yes, I know. But think of the massive library. I built my Steam library up over 20 years. The day I buy a Steam Deck, I have hundreds of games, and then I can emulate hundreds more for the price of nothing. For the price of free 99. Oh yeah, and there's no Joy-Con drift on a Steam Deck, and I can connect any controller pretty much ever to it, either USB or Bluetooth. Whatever happened to the portable PS5 concept they showed a couple years ago? Don't know. You might get a Steam Deck too. Please don't tell me that's been announced. Please don't tell me that's been announced. I already have a Steam Deck. Well, I bought the original in the highest price one, and then I bought the OLED highest price one, the special edition with the like the smoke transparent color in the orange. Okay, wow. So a Steam Deck 2 has been confirmed. Valve has stated that they are waiting for a significant leap in technology before releasing a successor. Rumors suggest that the next hold on, no, it's not confirmed. Sorry, fake news. Rumors suggest the next generation handheld might not arrive until 2026 or 2027. It's 2025, we're old. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's crazy. I'm saying, like, it's crazy talking about, you know, I did a Heart Gold Soul Silver video. That's been 15 years. That's crazy to me. I wonder if there's any midnight launches for the Switch 2 going on. Updated coal heaps, and the conveyor has coal on moving on. Now, did it not used to? I starved a Diamond Pearl thing. It's a constant battle reminding myself that 2007 wasn't a few years ago. I think I've finally adjusted to like now high school doesn't feel like it was a couple years ago. You know, because for me, high school was 15 years ago. What's harder for me is realizing that 2015 was 10 years ago. That one is like, don't tell me that. You know, like that wasn't that long ago. What's better, Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess? I have played neither. So I don't know if you saw earlier, Charlie. I just had in the mail today come in Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD. So I'd like to play those for the channel. And then I'll have to play Skyward Sword. But I'd like to play... I think I own Skyward Sword for Switch, I believe. So I'll play it on that. Yes, I own Skyward Sword HD on Switch. What do you mean the 80s are 20 years ago? Yeah. We're closer to 2030s than we are to the 90s. That's a concept I struggle with to comprehend, yeah. Yeah, the more I think about 2030, the more I go, are you really? No way. I do watch Red Letter Media. I love them. Maybe not so much as before, just because I've been busy, but yeah, I like Red Letter Media a lot. They're actually, I think, what broke me out of fanboyism, because their reviews of Star Wars, the prequels, were like what really woke me up. And how to like critique something and how to look at something more objectively. We may be getting old, but we're the best generation gamers, and I won't accept criticism. I could agree with that. I think that's fair. Because usually, well, hold on. And you're talking millennials? I think it's a fair statement. We're also like, it's crazy. Like, it's almost not this generation's fault. The way it's, you know what I mean? Because it's probably the generation just above millennials are the ones that were like making all the business decisions behind DLC and microtransactions. Because that's really what fucked up gaming. Like, the era we're in now is like, I remember when gaming was so niche, and it's like nobody's catching up, because even like Congress and stuff will still laugh whenever there's like bills introduced that like want to stop predatory practices with video games. They're always like, oh, these video games, whatever, it's like kooky. When millennials get into Congress more and more, I think things will change. It's time to stop laughing at them like they're children's things when they're generating more money than any other entertainment in the world. I think to this day, GTA 5 is the highest grossing media item of all time, and it's not even like close. There's a generation of kids that don't understand the concept of blockbusters, right? Well, okay, that's more understandable. There's a generation that's gonna like not understand that like when you bought a game, it was fully complete and there was no strings attached. And now, like, I mean, you see it sometimes. It'll be in this chat right here. It's just like, well, you know, I understand having to pay for full price on the day of and then pay $20 every 6 months to get new stuff. And it's like, when the original one I played did feel like it was parceled out into DLC before it was released, or just was never finished in the first place. And they're treating the audience like these AAA and quadruple A studios are treating the audience like it's crowdfunding, and they're it's happening and people are defending it. It's crazy. Like, we sound like lunatics. We sound like lunatics. I show a kid a DVD, they call it retro. Yep. Penguin is learning Peck. That's awesome. Well, that'll help against Barry's Grotle. It makes me so happy when I see Zoomers gravitate towards gaming. I see it. I notice it too. By the way, my buddy's son, my nephew, we've deemed, he more and more is watching older stuff. Like he watches old school Dragon Ball Z and he plays old school games. And I don't think that's an accident because I rarely watched. In fact, I don't have a single example to you of something I've watched in the cartoon or anime space that was before I was born. Now, movies for sure, like Godfather and stuff. I watch all that, but like cartoons and anime, no way, dude. And with games, it's kind of hard. You know, it's like I can still play Pac-Man and Mario and stuff like that, and I have fun. But I don't think it's an accident with these kids. I think they kind of get it. They're like, oh man, so hold on. I sit down and I play this game. It's got everything there. Yep. It's very simple to understand. There's not a bunch of text telling you how to play the game and you kind of figure it out. Evolving next level. Yeah, let's just like grind till it evolves. This younger generation seems pissed they didn't grow up with what we grew up with. Can't say I blame it. I agree. I feel like I noticed that online, which is definitely strange because every generation thinks they're the best, right? I feel like I notice it whenever I somewhat interact with Zoomers that they kind of get it. They're picking up what we're putting down about the cool things we had. Cartoons were peak in the 90s or early 2000s. There's no debate. That and anime. Somebody on the Oblivion video liked my reference to Yu Yu Hakusho, and it was funny. I commented, I was like, yeah, that, you know, because the Oblivion video was talking about how I'd never played it growing up. Same with Yu Yu Hakusho. I never watched it growing up, and I still haven't finished it, but I got through the Dark Tournament, and I was blown away. It's awesome. I like Zoomers. They're just victims of circumstances. I mean, I'll wait till like one of them cuts me off in traffic, but for right now, I don't mind Zoomers at all. I don't do that whole thing where it's like, oh, this generation. I've never really been like that. To me, it always comes down to like, it's going to seem more prevalent because social media was on the rise. So you see kids doing dumb shit. You don't think my generation did dumb shit all the time, every day after school, during school? We're doing dumb shit constantly. It wasn't as easy to put it on the internet. You used to have to like upload the file from your shitty phone onto YouTube. And it could only be what, like a minute long or whatever. What was old school YouTube like? I think old school YouTube, the longest video you could have was like 9 minutes and 59 seconds. Maybe you could try out the Yu Yu Hakusho GBA game. Okay. It's our job to end generational hatred. Okay, that's another thing. There might be something too, because I remember when I was in high school, like my parents always telling me like, remember, like they weren't telling me, but they're like, if I said if I was a senior and I had like a sophomore friend, they're like, you hang out with sophomores? It's like, yeah. They're like, but you're in such and such grade. I'm like, why is that weird? Who cares? And I remember my other friends were like that too. And when I went to high school, like there were different cliques, but they weren't broken up into ages. So like there was jocks, there was cheerleaders, there was nerds, there was skaters, there was potheads, all that stuff, but they weren't broken up by age group. It was like they're all different classes, but they were kind of with each other. Imagine making a Zoomer try to use a diskette. Yeah, I like the videos where they show like the millennial and the Zoomer can't see each other, and they're saying different phrases, like, and they want you to like make a hand gesture, and it's, I think it's like when they say like answer a phone or hang up a phone, a millennial will go like this, and then a Zoomer will go like this. You know, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a good indicator. One time, Stendhal, one time I installed StarCraft and my mom claimed it gave the computer a virus. These are 100% legit. These weren't burned copies. They were StarCraft CDs. And I think it was because my stepdad was watching no websites. And then she tried to blame it on me. And she's like, it was that StarCraft game. I'm like, it wasn't the StarCraft game. Well, ever since you started playing that StarCraft game, the computer has a virus. I'm like, I knew enough about computers back then. I was like, it's not the StarCraft game. I would admit to you guys if I was watching no websites. I wasn't old enough yet. I think I was like 12 or 13. Like I hadn't hit puberty. I didn't even like, I barely paid attention to girls. Grottle, Primplup, Manferno are the awkward teen stage. They all do look kind of awkward. In general, second of third forms live in this weird space where it's like, they're not the cute, adorable Pokemon you once knew, and they're also not the final evolution. They kind of always get forgotten about. Okay, let's say what of Pokemon that can evolve twice, what are our favorite second stage Pokemon? I like Charmeleon. What's the second stage of Oshawott? Wartortle. Oh, Wartortle's sick. Yeah. Throw back to when my grandmother said I broke the computer because she didn't know what the red X clicks the browser. Charmeleon. Yeah, Charmeleon's sick. To what? Oh, Stendhal, I forgot that you were the one from Chile, but I remembered you the other day because I was watching a Limp Bizkit live concert in Chile, and the crowd was like absolutely nuts. I loved it. But I was watching, I don't know, like I've recently gotten to Limp Bizkit. I wasn't into it when I was a kid. Ooh, Kakuna. That's a good one. Dewott. Yeah, I like Dewott. I don't like the final form of Oshawott. It's weird. Like I like the samurai otter thing, but then it's like it's not bipedal. It's quadrupedal. People go nuts for concerts down there. Well, that's the kind of energy I like. I've yet to be to a concert with my girlfriend yet, and I'm very curious about what she thinks about me when I go to concerts because I am like locked in, headbanging the whole time. I know every lyric. Have you ever seen Rage Against the Machine at Chile 2011? That was intense. No, I haven't, but I can imagine that was fucking insane. Quilava, Bayleaf. See, I don't like Quilava or Bayleaf. They're kind of like awkward stages for me. They're not quite the, you know. It's kind of like Ivysaur. I kind of like Ivysaur. I think it's. Here's what. Okay, on all those things when I say I don't like them, it's just like I think what I'm saying is like they're not as distinct. I think they do what they're supposed to do. They look like they're in the middle of evolving to the next thing. Speaking of boomers and millennial nostalgia bait, did you see when they are reviving Warped Tour but in 3 cities and tickets are around 200? I did see that, and I didn't fall for any of that stuff. I was like, I don't need to see Blink-182 that bad. Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't into all that. That was 100% like boomer millennial bait too. But they, you know, they corporatized it and made it nonsense. So whatever. It doesn't work on me. I think I only paid like, I think I paid maybe $30 for my tickets to see Mastodon and Lamb of God. wasn't some big extravagant 3-day tour or 3-day whatever. Sandslash, but Sandslash is a final form, right? I was saying Pokemon that like that evolve twice. Also, do you guys think that, because my prediction with Megas and ZA is like it's only going to be a thing of ZA, they're not going to be back for good. Do you guys agree with me, or do you think they're back? Only ZA, yeah. Yeah, I know. I was hoping somebody would disagree with me and had a great argument for why they have to be back. Because I love Megas. Ooh, Poliwhirl's a good one. I like how Poliwrath is just like... they just like make it angrier. It's like, see it evolved. Before Meganium can go back to sucking. I like Meganium. How funny Steelix looks. He looks badass. I think Steelix looks sweet. Did you see all the Megadex entries in Sun and Moon that like made it seem like they were hurting the Mon to try and discourage us from doing it? No, I didn't. But do you think that was them setting up that like, yeah, they're not coming back? Tell me, have you not obtained a Pal Pad? Is not a Pal Pad free to anyone visiting the Pokemon Center's basement? Anyway, there appears to be no one shady in this Jubilife city. I shall therefore take my investigation elsewhere. So, hold on. Looker just like goes around the world trying to find... like, he has no probable cause. He just goes around looking for shady people and accusing innocent people. Mystery Man. Now. Professor Odd, you must comply. Hand over all your research findings. For free, naturally. Failure to comply will result in painful time for you and your assistant. Ah, Live Platinum. That's Orbert. I see how he... I love how he's just completely disregarding Galactic. Just having his whole side conversation. They did Meganium dirty. Do you mean like stat-wise and move pool-wise? Don't loiter about for no good. I love how Looker... okay, so the entire time... Looker's been around Jubilife just like trying to find miscreants. And then the second he gives up, there happens to be shady characters. It doesn't help that she has to compete with Bellsprout for utility in that early game either. Yeah. So what's up, you guys excited for my video Saturday? Come on, dude. Is the anticipation just bubbling? It's 35 minutes long. I thought it was gonna be like 20 minutes long. I didn't realize how much I had. bubble hits both of them. Sick. Whew. Okay, May's Chimchar is a beast. That's her name, right? May? Or Dawn. Sorry, Dawn. Mega Scizor needs to keep flapping its wings or else it will overheat and unalives. Mega Glalie breaks its jaw every time it megas. That's crazy. Gyarados loses all cognitive control and becomes a rage beast. Jesus. Did you remember to enable mystery gifts so you can use the DNS exploit for these events too? I mean, I could do it. That's probably a good idea, right? We should just do it now. Just so we can do like the Shaman and Darkrai events, right? Is that what you're referring to? Kiefer Rotom and the flower for Shaman. Is the RCS one available? It is. Marie, do you mind like looking up the, what do we say to them? We'll just do it now. Isn't it like something Wi-Fi, everybody happy? Everybody happy Wi-Fi connection. Okay. Was that at the Jubilife TV thing? I got you, Wes. We definitely did, we did the Arceus because you have to trade the Arceus to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But I have 2 copies of Platinum. There we go. Thank you, Marie. Back in my day, we used Action Replay and walked everywhere. I had to walk 15 miles for Shaman. No, there's an actual Arceus event in Sinnoh games that you can fight it. Wasn't legally released worldwide. Okay. I don't know if you can... Does anybody know if... Can I do that with the DNS exploit? I think they were scared of Arceus essentially being Pokemon God and North Americans with religion. Well, no, that couldn't have been it because you can still get the event Arceus, and then you can still send it to Heart Gold Soul Silver, and you can still do basically a God event where it creates life in front of you. I have a part about that in the video. So maybe they did feel that way at the time, but then 2 years later when Heart Gold Soul Silver came out, they're like, ah, whatever. Did that work, by the way? I kind of blasted through it. Did it say that worked? I guess I could go back on YouTube. Let me check. Okay, yeah, it did work. Okay. That's cool. On YouTube, I could just like go back and check. Darn it. We go catch a Geodude to... Maybe I should have caught a Bidoof the whole time. I forgot. I need to start catching Pokemon to do all of like the 9 HMs in this game. From the same guy who thought the Reggies were too complicated. Those, okay, don't think with your adult brain. Think with your child brain who probably didn't have access to all the answers. That shit was crazy. Don't lie. Deciphering Braille, yeah. Also, our brains were never conditioned to walk 3 steps forward, 2 steps to the left, and use cut in thin air. I was an adult, so to use a gun. Yeah. I just didn't want anybody to be like, I knew how to do it. Bullshit, you did. And then even the smart kid, my brother in the neighborhood, he only knew how to do it because he had a guide. He couldn't figure it out. Hold on, so suddenly Geodude's not in here? Whatever happened to cool guide, or not guides, but like handbooks that came with the games, man? What we lost. That randomly reminded me, like thinking of like really cool like handbooks and stuff. I don't know why it reminded me of this, but have you guys ever played like Mother? Geodude only exists when it's inconvenient. That's the immediate thought I had. I was like, hold on, the one time I want a Geodude, it's not specifically where you think it would be, or a place where it would definitely annoy you in any other context. But don't worry, we'll get the king of HMs. Now that we're naming our Pokemon after Chimpokemon, like I have so many South Park references in my videos. I can't even remember them all, but there's a lot. Kind of on accident. Oh, that's funny, Wes. Hey Wes, how about that Champions League final? Ooh. I did not expect. I remember seeing that result, and no matter which team scored that many, that's not the result I expected. I kind of had like Inter winning 1-0. What's up, Zilly? How you doing? Welcome. Expected more from Inter. I think the world did, especially after they beat Barcelona in the semis. Yeah. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but like the few games I watched with Inter, they kind of seemed like defensive powerhouses. So that like really shocked me. Playing some SWBF2. Love some Pokies main. Keep it up. What do you spell out what you're playing? But I'm glad you like what I'm playing. It's my first time playing it. I have a new Pokemon upload on my YouTube channel coming out on Saturday, and this will be the one after that. But I'll have some smaller videos here and there. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Isn't that making like a huge resurgence lately? I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't know either. I might play it. I loved the old ones growing up. I never played Battlefront 1 or I never played the newer ones. Well, the old ones, nothing will compare, but to be honest, this one is pretty decent. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel like I'd go. That's how I feel going in, you know? I'd be like, no Galactic Conquest, I'd like to do some videos on those games one day, too. I was trying to get into Star Wars, but when I tried to do Pod Racer, I was just having a million technical difficulties. Because I wanted to start off small with Star Wars, like I did with my Yu-Gi-Oh video. For sure was, yeah. You ready for some experience, Bidoof? You leave Bidoof alone. Oh, that's crazy, Wes. Yeah, it may have messed with him mentally. Did that basically do nothing? Oh, it missed. Why is it missing so much? Is the accuracy like 70? Pachirisu is your favorite Pika clone? I just don't like that it doesn't evolve, right? Oh, it does nothing to them. Okay. I didn't know. I guess I don't know what type Pachirisu is. Middle claw, 95% accuracy. So yeah, so basically 50% accuracy, right? In Pokemon math. Electric resist seal. Well, you learn something new every day. I had no clue that was the thing. You live, you learn, yeah. This is good, because now Bidoof won't get any of the experience. This is all planned. It's very calculated what I do here. God, it lived. Don't die. Penguin, don't die. Yeah! Penguin is very clutch, by the way. The two rival fights have been like down to the wire. Penguin falls through. Bubble beam? Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Flash can't come soon enough. Is it special? Sounds special. At least you're not doing this on Friday, so you can come back this time and get the static Drifloon. Nah, I don't think I will, because by Friday, like, I'm gonna play this game a lot. It's Wednesday today. If I keep playing, dude, potentially a day or two from now, I could be at the Elite Four, man. You know what I mean? And Diamond, he did this on Friday, so the Drifloon didn't show up. And I'm just saying, I'm having fun, so I'm gonna keep playing. And I may not want to come back to get a Drifloon and train it up by the time it's available. I had heard they fixed honey trees in this. Is that true? Because maybe there's some potential Pokemon we can get now. the pools of Mon are better, but the rare ones are so rare. Okay. I think it's also the I gotta look it up. I think it's also the frequency. Like, I don't think you have to wait as long anymore or something. Yeah, doesn't he get the Munchlax, which was like crazy rare? It was like, it was only on a certain amount I think it was only on 4 trees in the region, and then it was at 1%. So, pretty absurd. Oh, he got both? His whole team was like honey treed out. There's a running joke that he was low-key ADHD, yeah. Is that a new character with the purple hair? I don't remember that person from the last game. New character? I knew it. Thank you. I like the Chimpokemon names enough. Just anybody watching, be aware. If I ever Nuzlocke, for at least one of the episodes, I'm gonna do Chimpokemon names, because I think that's so funny. I think we've decided that Gible is going to be Shu. Charon. My, lose to a child, will you? But no matter, we've collected plenty of electricity. With the power we obtained, we can do something quite spectacular. It seems quite obvious to me, Charon. The genius even the boss recognizes. Now, Mars, we should be going. Mars, will you shut it? The boss is the only person in the world who's allowed to order me around. You can keep quiet around me. You only joined us recently, but don't think you're important. I guess, yeah, everybody does know shit. I guess it's time to say goodbye and leave for the time being. Team Galactic. They were saying they had to gather Pokemon and energy no matter what. It was for creating a new universe, or so they claimed. Nothing they said made any sort of sense to me. I can't tell how grateful I am. I can't read today. I can finally see my little daughter again. Aw. Little girl. Papa! Yuck, Papa, you're stinky. Go shower now, Stinky. Magnificent, yes, it is true. What you have said is all true, superb. Though you are young, you are a trainer through and through. Very well, I shall pursue the culprits. I have received tips that the Team Galactic hideout is Eterna City. Well, it's not really a hideout. They advertise. they say like Team Galactic hideout on the front of their buildings. Isn't Driftbloom on Fridays? When you see the building in this game, you'll know they're trying to hide it. Ah, okay. Well, I'm actually that's actually an improvement, I think, because it was kind of weird how they didn't really hide in the last game. They were just like they owned property. You've been thinking it seriously all day. Dang. Is that good or bad for you? Probably bad because you thought it was the weekend starting tomorrow. Oh, I thought when you said when you see the building in this game, you'll know they're not trying to hide it. So you were in agreement when you said that. Gotcha. I thought you were saying, like, they actually try to hide it this time. Sorry, I can't read for shit today. You should work 6 to 7 days a week. Damn. All working towards that retirement, right? I mean, don't you work like government stuff? You're probably getting paid like crazy on the extra days, right? Sounds like someone needs to go. Yeah. So this thing's been happening to me when I stream. Like I just get randomly tired when I stream. If I was gaming alone right now, I wouldn't be tired. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys just relax me so much. Even a short shift, extra day is an extra 400-ish. That's video game money. Hell yeah. It's awesome. What's up, Terra Spark? How you been? Gen 4 is neat. It's cool. So far, Platinum seems pretty similar, but I hear changes. There's been a little bit story changes, like Looker, Charon. There's been a lot of snow. Hey, you copied me. You never went to Fuego Ironworks in Diamond Pearl, did you? I think I did. I'm not sure. The Ironworks sounds familiar. What, is water resistant to metal too? Or steel? I didn't know that. I don't think I did. What is there? Jeez, that hits. Return of the iconic spinning tiles. Ironworks owner will trade you star pieces for shards, flamethrower, TM, and platinum wild magmar. Okay, that's sick. Can you get the magmarizer or whatever it's called in this game? So we can make it a magmortar? In your normal playthrough, yes, it's one of the routes as regular item pickup. Oh, okay, that's cool. That could be an option. So can I go there as soon as I get surf? Because maybe that's our fire type. Oh, I have an idea for a video. What if it's reading every Pokemon entry, every Pokedex entry, and we can go like by each game. There could be like little commentary or little edits here and there. So like we'll do the first 151, you know what I mean? It's also another type of fire type you can pick up sooner though. Hint is Gen 2. Ooh, Gen 2 fire type. Slugma? Not Slugma. What? Gen 2 fire type. Obviously not the starter. Oh, Houndour? Yeah? Wow. Okay. I think I'm not going. I think I like the Magmar idea, only because it can evolve into a Gen 4 Pokemon. And I just did a Houndour in the XD video. So right now we've got what, like, we've got the starter, Gible, Magmar. Yeah, throw a few more at me. Let's try to do at least 5. The only thing that's going to be annoying is having to switch them out to do HMs. Because I'm not going to teach them all HMs. Like, I don't mind teaching Surf to Piplup. Because it's actually good. But everything else, I don't want to teach it to my stuff. Maybe it doesn't matter. Do I ever actually, in a casual playthrough, do I ever use 4 moves? Usually not, but... Glade, Weevil, Leafeon, Glaceon, Electivire. Oh, I want to do the... Yeah, I'd like to do Glaceon. When's the earliest I could evolve it, though? Glade is also interesting. It's gonna take a while to get Glaceon. God damn it. I think it's worth it though, because it's pretty cool. The only, okay, but that's the only thing is like when it finally evolves, will it even get to learn an ice move? You know what I mean? Because that's something I'd be worried about. It's like we finally get it to evolve, but like, would it already been too over leveled to learn like a good ice move? You know? Oh, this is different. How do I get over there? Getting a couple of heart skills for the relearner. Dang. Is it possible to get some heart skills during the main thing? Beat the trainers of the clock over. Oh, there's one right here. Somebody in the Diamond and Pearl video. This is, we were talking earlier about like people would just argue over anything, and like my statement in the video was like, oh, you know, I said the first 2 gyms aren't that. I said aren't that interesting in terms of puzzles, and they go, the second gym is interesting based on its puzzles. And I was like, what? And they're like, having to go and find all the trainers. I was like, yeah, but like, I could see them. It was my first time playing, and I could see them very easily. I didn't have to find them. I just had to like walk around and battle them. He's like, well, it's not supposed to be that interesting because it's like the second gym. I'm like, and that's what I said. I said they weren't that interesting as far as puzzles went. And then that was it. You can work the conversation back to where you agree again, and they'll still just be upset. How early could we evolve a Magnezone? Oh, don't we have to trade? We have to trade for it, don't we? Well, I guess we'd have to do that for Magmortar too. And we have finished copies of like Soul Silver that we could trade to. It's too easy. It's not that big a deal. Level up Magneton and Mount Coronet. Use Rare Candy at Mount Coronet electromagnetic waves and the Mount evolves it. Are you serious? That's real? That's pretty cool. I like it. Let's do that. That sounds like a good electric Pokemon. When can I get a Magnemite? Nose Pass and Pro Pass evolve the same way. That's cool. That's actually very cool. I feel like I want to go heal every time I get paralyzed. That's why I collect berries, fair enough. Yeah, I kind of been ignoring them. I might struggle with this first gym fight. Or with this gym fight. Don't tell me. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if I still got it. Penguin is very lucky, yeah. Oh my god, come on! Penguin. Well. That was fun. Oh, maybe I should have had a Starly. I was thinking about it too. I was like, you know, Starly, maybe I should have like a Starly. Oh, great. Training a Starly wouldn't be that hard either. I could just go to the Eterna Forest and just grind. Reflect, yeah, because if had it not done Reflect, I think I would have killed it there. And then from there, I mean, she still had more Pokemon. Let's do one more try. If not, if she beats me, we'll call it a stream because it's been 3 hours right on the dot. And then off stream, I'll get a Starly and I'll just grind. It gets a wing attack very early. Okay. Oh, jeez. It'll help with defog later? Yeah, thank you for the reminder. Thanks. I'm joking. Thank you. Okay, I should have this even with Reflect. Well, I mean, the team gets Reflect, so... And the Hyper Potion, yeah. Yeah, this is probably over. Unless she just something stupid. No. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I'll save after this. We'll call it a stream. And I'll train up a Starly. Wes, I should be back tomorrow, I'm not sure. Depends how I'm feeling. Probably though, I'll probably be back. But alright Wes. Thanks for hanging out, man. Till the beginning to end of stream, man. Appreciate you. And then I'll look into catching those other Pokemon too, just so we can have a well-rounded team. Geez, saving takes a bit, huh? Okay. Alright, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Ooh.